Hey guys, welcome back to some more F1 2016 and part 5 of my McLaren Road to Glory, or Return to Glory. And yeah, today we're going to have the Spanish Grand Prix, and with that being said, let's advance to the next weekend. We're under pressure within the team after the last race, which isn't great, but yeah, we want to prove our worth. We are ahead of Fernando in the championship. Obviously he's had a couple of points scoring outings, 3 I think. We've only had 1 so far, but we want to come back this weekend with the upgrades. I'm expecting an R&D event to pop up here from Chris. Let's have a look.
Hi, how are you today?
There he is.
The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
That's nice, and there we go. So engine power, got another 8 brake horsepower, which is good, and the chassis weight, which improves the weight of the car, so we should be a little bit lighter and therefore be a bit quicker, hopefully. So let's have a look. Haas have improved the downforce. Ferrari have improved. They've had a massive upgrade. They've done the engine, the fuel, and the downforce. Anything else? I don't think so. But Ferrari now on par with Mercedes. That is very, very interesting. We're up to 5th in the sort of development race. And the next one, really, where we'll be looking to bring an upgrade is probably looking at the calendar. Maybe Austria or Canada perhaps, depending on how quickly we can get the resource points, but obviously they are getting more expensive. We need to get the fuel efficiency one as well as the drag update as well. So things are looking like that in the championship. Hopefully we can move up a bit in today's race, and yeah, I'm going to hand over to the qualifying report now with Joe. Qualifying took place today at a wet Circuit de Catalunya, and Rio Haryanto was the highlight of Q1, setting a brilliant time to get P4 and through to Q2. The same cannot be said though for Verstappen, Vettel and Rosberg, who go out along with Nasser, Magnussen and Wehrlein. Romain Grosjean was the highlight of Q2, dragging his car through to Q3 with a time good enough to get into the top 10. Same could not be said for his teammate Esteban Gutierrez, who just missed out in 11th, along with Hülkenberg, Perez, Ericsson, Palmer and Rio Haryanto. As the session dried up in Q3, Fernando Alonso put a smile on the home Spanish fans, setting a brilliant time to finish P4 and McLaren Honda's best qualifying since the partnership returned in 2015. Kimi Räikkönen, with Ferrari's new update, looks set to get pole position, setting a brilliant lap early on and held P1 for much of the session, but nobody could stop Lewis Hamilton once again, who came through very much clutch at the end and set a brilliant time to take his 5th consecutive pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Good afternoon from a very familiar setting. It's race day here in Spain, and with everything still to play for in the championship battle, there's no room for mistakes in a Grand Prix that's well known for creating them. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Anthony Davidson is here with me today. Together we'll be taking you through all the action of this Spanish Grand Prix. It can be hard for the cars to follow each other closely here due to the dirty air coming off the car in front, so perhaps we're looking at a more strategic Grand Prix, Ant. What do you think on that?
I'm not too sure about that, Crofty. I mean, yes, as you say, it's hard to follow around here, but if you're brave on the brakes, you can get the job done down into turn 1, which is a medium-speed corner, so you have to be committed. And looking down at this grid today, I think we're going to see 1 or 2 drivers making a move from a long way back, maybe try to force their opponent into a mistake. I don't think this is a race that's going to be purely decided in the pit stops.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into 1. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, and Bottas, Grosjean, Massa, Sainz, and a McLaren, Rosberg, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Hülkenberg, Perez, Magnussen, Jolyon Palmer, and Marcus Ericsson, Nasser, and Wehrlein, Rio Haryanto, and Esteban Gutierrez completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Well guys, P10, but there is a massive glitch on this game. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the qualifying report you might remember that Rosberg and Vettel didn't set a time in Q1 and were right at the back of the grid, but now suddenly they're in 11th and 12th. And I noticed it in the last Grand Prix. It might be if you turn off your game between qualifying and the race, that everybody from 11th to 22nd goes in constructor order, because that's how it's worked out. And it's really frustrating, because it would have been nice to see Rosberg and Vettel battling back from the back of the grid, but you know, you can't have everything. The soft tyres do seem to go off quite a lot, so I think we're going to go. Well, we can actually start on the mediums. That's the best thing. So if we change that one to that and do that, so we might start on the mediums and then go to softs. And then have a couple of stints on the softs, and then can we go mediums again? Don't think we can. Oh, hold on, we want to remove that stint. Yeah, move that one, and we could go softs again at the end. So I reckon change that back to there, but we'll probably change a lot of this on the fly anyway. So we'll see what happens. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start on the medium tyres, see what we can do, and let's get into things. So, nice clean getaway on the formation lap.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes, all the tyres and brakes throughout the lap.
So, yeah, Fernando Alonso, brilliant P4. He'll be absolutely thrilled with that at his home Grand Prix. And maybe he could sneak a podium if he can get off to one of his infamous starts. But most people are starting on the medium tyres by the looks of things. Obviously it was wet in Q2, so everybody has free tyre choice, which is good news. But we're on the medium tyres, so we should be able to extend this first stint quite well. Looking to get off to a very good start, have good reactions, but we're certainly putting Sainz under pressure on this formation lap, telling them to get a move on. But it's frustrating that Rosberg and Vettel are so far up when they're messed up in qualifying. Let us know if you guys have experienced that glitch as well. Obviously I've had it a couple of times this season now, and it's very annoying, but I am going to test out at the next race in Monaco whether if you do the qualifying and race in the same sitting, that it'll sort itself out. So hopefully that'll work, and you'll see that tomorrow in the Monaco Grand Prix, so looking forward to that. Obviously we've had the massive upgrade in terms of the chassis weight and the engine. I think Fernando's performance flattered it a little bit. I don't think we would have got through Q3 had Vettel Vettel & Co made it out of Q1, but here we are, forming up at the start of the race, ready for lights out. It's going to be interesting though. Hopefully we can get some good points, get off to a good clean start, try not to make any contact on the first lap. And I'm giving myself an engineer's talk to here. We are on the dirty side of the grid though, which is quite apparent on this year's game. I don't think that's been a thing in the past, but here we are, getting ready. Clutch is engaged. The revs have been found. Lights out and away we go here in Spain. Good start for us here, and we managed to leave Sainz behind in his home Grand Prix. But we're going to struggle to keep up with the rest of these guys into turn 1. We're going to take it nice and easy down the inside, and we're just behind Danny Kvyat after the first turn. So we're up to P6, which is a great start. Fernando still in P4. He seems to be pressuring Raikkonen, who's got off to a poor start. Yellow flags behind. What's going to happen? Is there going to be a safety car? Well, green flags are out once again. I don't know quite what happened at turn 1, but I'm sure everything must be fine because no safety car has been deployed. So we're right in the gearbox of Danny Kvyat here. It looks like Fernando might be on the soft tyres, so he's on a different strategy to us. So we've been split. Strategized, I guess, by McLaren. Obviously I changed my own strategy, so they didn't really have a say in it. But we're coming up on Danny Kvyat. I'm going to go down the inside, and there we go. Oh, we hit the bollard though, so that could have been bad, but we managed to hold P5, and hopefully we can stay close to a teammate, Fernando Alonso. And well, we're right in the slipstream, and we're going to go down the inside here into turn 10, I believe it is. Well, we're going to hold it down the inside, but we're not going to be too aggressive, but he seems to just let us pass. So I don't know if Fernando's got a bit of a problem with the car, but he doesn't seem fast at this phase of the race. Maybe the soft tyres aren't a good race tyre, but I mean in practice we seem to get a decent lifespan out of them. You know, about 7-8 laps of good pace. So I don't know quite what's going on there, but Fernando Alonso in our slipstream now, and surely he's going to have a bit of a chance here. Going into turn 1, he's in with slipstream, but I just don't think there's enough straight line speed in his McLaren to really take us on into that corner. But we managed to hold P4, and things are going well. Hamilton down to P3. What's happened to him? Here comes Fernando then. He's got the DRS wide open. He takes the inside line into turn 1. Is he going to have bravery on the brakes? I'll give him the room, but I think we just had the momentum there, and that was what swayed it. But Danny Kvyat having a look as well, see if he can get past. But I think we are compromising Fernando's race a little bit here, and we may let him pass.
2 seconds.
I don't think there's team orders in this game, but if there was, I think they'd be telling us to let Fernando through because he's on the softer tyres and can possibly give Hamilton a run for his money, who seems to be dropping back a little bit. He's obviously on the medium tyres. Don't know about Raikkonen and Ricciardo, but they could potentially be on the soft tyres. Well, we went a little bit wide, but what's happened here? Well, I think we've completely lost our front wing. We're going to change to the soft tyres.
Confirmed. Okay, you have a fair bit of damage to the front wing.
We've still got a front wing, so we should be able to make it back to the pits, but well, went slightly wide and Fernando was close enough and made contact with us, but we're in P6, so it's not the end of the world at the moment. I don't think we should be on the soft tyres because they will wear out too quick, so we'll put a set of mediums on again and see where that takes us. That is disappointing. Not losing too much time, to be honest with you, but might as well get in. Hopefully get down to 50 mile an hour. I think that was pretty good. probably the best slowdown of the season that we've had. I'm very surprised a safety car didn't come out, to be honest with you, because it was a huge incident and there would be a lot of debris on the track. But well, we've put the hard tyres on, so we mustn't have any more mediums. I didn't realise we were going on to the hards. Oh well, that is a very interesting thing.
2 stops remaining in the strategy.
Yeah, I was not expecting to go on to the hard tyres. But yeah, we'll see how things go. And hopefully we'll get back into the points soon. Well guys, after quite a few laps of grinding, we've managed to catch up to this group here, which includes Fernando Alonso. So he's been massively held up by these cars, so we seem to be back into the race here. But let's see, we need to make sure we pass Ericsson without any trouble and then catch up to the next group as well. But we have been going at a decent pace on these hard tyres, considering everybody else is on mediums. But we have to remember that they've only got 1 stop as well, so we're hoping to only have 1 more stop. We're going to go around the outside here of Marcus Ericsson, and he's actually had a spin. I don't think we made any contact there, but these all seem to be stuck behind Kevin Magnussen in the Renault, which is quite funny. I don't know how they haven't passed him on the straight, but they seem to be tripping over each other, and we're going to hopefully take advantage of it. Fernando, well, he might have 1 more stop, I'm not sure. You would imagine he will, because he started on the soft tyres, so there's no way he's going to take those mediums to the end. Another 20 laps after this one. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in terms of strategy in this race. Well, here we are guys, we've took these hard tyres about 20 laps now, and we've managed to make our way back up into 7th place, but we're going to come in, stick a set of soft tyres on and push till the end of the Grand Prix. We are starting to struggle slightly on them anyway, so it's a good time to come in, get a fresh set of rubber on, and hopefully be able to get back into the points.
We will update you if the outlook changes.
But we're expecting 12th place. That's where we're thinking we're going to come out. And we're out now. We're away. So on the soft tyres, everybody else on the hards. And hopefully we'll be able to make up a fair few positions in these last couple of laps here. But you just never know. So we'll come out in 12th place. The team, I think, would be happy with that. But obviously Fernando is ahead of us as well, which isn't great. But we'll try our best. Max Verstappen out of the race. Safety car. Safety car deployed. That is the perfect time for a safety car to come out for us, because we've just put our new tyres on. And well,
Slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
that is amazing. We've just come in, put on the soft tyres, and we're gonna catch up to the rest of the field with the soft tyres on. That is just amazing. It really is. I don't know if other people are going to come into the pits. It's looking like a couple of people will be, but Max Verstappen out, so I don't know what's happened to him. But that means we automatically gain a position because he was ahead of us. So we're into 11th. We only need to make up a couple of more positions to make sure we score some points. This is exciting times. I can't wait to catch up to the safety car queue, and I'll see you guys once we do. Maybe we could have stayed on those hard tyres and just battled it out till the end. But what will be, will be. Oh my goodness me! Oh, we nearly went flying past. Oh dear. Well, Sainz has overtook us. Surely he's going to let us back through, is he? What is going on there? Now, can we make our way back past? I'm going to try, but I feel like he's now took the position. That is really annoying. So let's see if we get us, yeah, return to correct position. So I don't know what's happened there. Sainz overtook us on the straight, and apparently that's okay. But looks like the leader has been picked up now. But we're almost a lap behind here. This is really not helping us. We've got Haryanto in front. Come on, Perez. Actually, Haryanto is in the right position. I don't think we'll be able to overtake him, will we? So this has really not worked out. We're going to be right at the back of the queue here. Well, we're just going to have to see what happens. We really are. Surely we've got to be allowed to catch the safety cars in this lap. This is unbelievable. We're not even close. Well, we've been messed around here, I've got to say. Just by our position on the track, so that's a big shame. So I've got to keep an eye on where that safety car is. Obviously we're in a horrendous position here. Just got to wait for that green flag to drop. Safety car's in. So it's all about when the leader passes, whoever that may be.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Come on. Green flag. And we've managed to catch out Sainz straight away. So here we go. This is the sprint of the finish. We've only got 4 laps. And, well, I think we'll only be able to get Sergio Perez. But at least it's going to be a point, hopefully. If we can catch him up, we might not be able to. Well, here we are on Perez. We've got so much more grip than him. I'm going to go down his inside into turn 4, I think it is, down here. That was close, but we're in.
6 seconds.
Now Massa is the next car. I don't know if that's the car in front, just there. But we're into the points, which is the main thing. I don't think that is Felipe Massa. So it looks like 10th place is going to be our maximum today. So what looked like a perfect safety car that came out turned out to be the worst thing possible, because we lost so much time to the people in front. And it's a big shame, actually. I don't think they'll be coming into the pits. Really wouldn't expect that. But there's that little group just in front where Fernando Alonso is. And they're just within our grasp, but I don't think we've got enough laps to actually catch them. So Kimi Räikkönen has come through and won the Spanish Grand Prix. What a performance from him. I don't know who's finished second. It's going to be a bit of a jumbled order after that safety car, but, well, I just feel a bit aggrieved, to be honest with you. I feel like we've been robbed. We had a big chance to win and didn't take it. Well, not win, but gain some more places. And, well, maybe if we stayed on those hard tyres, would we have been able to hold on to 6th place? I think it would have been. But that's all in the past now. We come home with a point, and, well, we have to be pleased with that, considering we had an incident earlier on.
Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
And we'll certainly have to see what's happened in the race. So Kimi Räikkönen wins his first race of the season. Hamilton's drought continues, which is really weird. 5 pole positions, no wins. And yeah,
we could sit here and talk about strategy all day.
Ferrari with their update.
Looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all,
get the win. There's Valtteri Bottas. He finished in 6th. We were just ahead of him when we came into the pits, so that's going to be us. But Hamilton finished 2nd. So Rosberg on the podium. That's a pretty good drive from him. And Räikkönen wins. So yeah, and a smile on his face. So Kimi Räikkönen wins, Lewis Hamilton in 2nd, Nico Rosberg in 3rd.
and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, I'm going to say Nico Rosberg today. It was probably one of his best drives this season, and I was thoroughly impressed.
And here's how things are shaping up in the...
So yeah, Nico Rosberg, driver of the day. Sebastian Vettel in 4th, doing very well as well. Ricciardo 5th, Bottas 6th, Grosjean an excellent 7th for Haas. Alonso 8th. Obviously we were some of the only 2 stoppers in that race. Felipe Massa in 9th, and we're there in 10th. There was only one DNF, and that was Max Verstappen. So what does that mean for the championship? Well, we are down to 12th. Fernando Alonso up to 10th there. Not much else really to talk about. Raikkonen going to 2nd in the championship. Constructors, we move back up to 6th place, 24 points. Yeah, it's going to be a tough old season, isn't it? But all I can feel is a bit hard done by there, but never mind. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments section below. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will just advance slightly to see if there's any updates or whatever from the team. I was going to end the episode, but sometimes there's a little bit of blurb after this. And we'll see if our standing has improved in the team. I think it's actually going to get worse. So, you never know, we could be fired here. 2 penalties? I didn't get 2 penalties. What's that all about? That's very strange. But here's the rivalry. Yeah, penalty free. So I don't know what's going on there. But we've caught up significantly because of our fastest laps towards the end. So that's good. But we're going to go slightly down, I think, to 1 because we didn't beat Fernando and we're not in the top 10 of the championship. So could we be sacked? So 50 laps completed over the weekend. That's pretty cool. I don't know, penalty-free weekend. I didn't get a penalty, so I don't know what that's on about. But there we are, 32,500 career score. Nothing happening there. Let's have a look at the laptop very briefly. It doesn't look like anything else is there really. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below if you did. You don't have to, of course, but it'll mean a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.